So when I was on Xbox the other night, I saw my friend playing a new video game called 12 Minutes. I've heard about it but did not know exactly what it was. My friend told me it was really good and he sucks at finishing single player games. So when he told me that he actually played through it, then it got me really intrigued. It stars James McAvoy as the character you play as through this game, Daisy Ridley who plays as your wife, and Willem Dafoe who plays as the antagonist of the video game. So the cast right from the start is amazing and enough for me to want to play it. The premise of the game is that your wife is being accused of a horrible crime and Willem Dafoe is there to cause problems and essentially kill you both. The twist, however, is that every time you die or attempt to leave your apartment, the last 12 minutes will restart, giving you this Groundhog's Day scenario. I love this concept, not just for the game, but for films as well, just like Edge of Tomorrow and Happy Death Day, and obviously The Great Groundhog's Day. So it is up to you to figure out what could be causing all this to happen, and you come across a lot of twists and turns with the story. The performances are great, especially with the Green Goblin himself, Willem Dafoe. James McAvoy is great, and Daisy Ridley gives on a great performance with her American accent, which kind of threw me off for a minute because I'm always used to her British accent. The overall story is crazy, and it's tough to talk about without getting into spoilers, but all I can say is play the game simply for the story because it's worth it. Now, the gameplay is point and click, and this is my first point and click video game review. I thought there was going to be way more to it than that, but it really isn't. I am happy though because it doesn't distract it from the plot, which is the main driving force here. Throughout the game, you are given a ton of scenarios to play through on how you are going to go about either getting information or acquiring certain items, and how you go about doing all that will impact the next 12 minutes for you. There are some moments where you think you are just evil, but is necessary to get information. So I like how it can make you feel uncomfortable and just questioning your choices. You play the game in an overhead, old school GTA style. You are able to see almost everything in a single room and find different ways to interact with your environment depending in what order you do things. Experimenting with this mechanic is awesome because there were times where I thought that the game would only allow you to do a maximum amount of things before you start doing the same thing over and over again, which it can eventually get to that point, but it takes a while for that to occur because of how many different variations of the 12 minutes you can play through. The graphics are pretty good. For a video game like this, you just need bare minimum graphics just to tell your story, and considering everything is in this perspective, you do not need AAA detail. My friend told me that he looked up how long it usually takes to beat this game, and it said roughly around 6 hours, which I thought to myself was pretty long for such a simple concept for a game like this, and he said he beat it in like 2 hours. And considering that I am not the brightest person in the world, yeah, it took me a little over 5 hours to beat, so it really just depends on who you are. The music and score can be very eerie at points as well, which gives you this really good atmosphere to play in. So on top of all that, you have a very awesome story-driven video game. You will need a lot of patience with this game, and if you feel like you're being stuck, trust me, you will figure it out, because I thought sometimes that I was just going in circles, but I eventually got to the end. Give this game a try. It is available on Game Pass for both Xbox and PC, so check it out. Guys, my name is Pedro Ordonez, also known as GL7. Please subscribe, comment, like, thumbs up. Do whatever you guys can to support this channel. I just recently opened a new Discord server that you guys can join in as well, so you can check that out in the description box below. Thank you guys again, and I will see you next time in my next video. Peace out.